Hey everyone! This week, in light of Father's Day, which is coming up this Sunday in the UK, we are talking about feminism and fatherhood. So, for fatherhood, well, there's been a fair bit in the media recently about a father, and he's been in the media in relation to his parenting skills, and I think he sounds like an amazing, enlightened dad. So, who am I talking about? I'm talking about Will Smith, guys. You know his daughter, Willow Smith. She wrote the really catchy song, or she performed the really catchy song, Whip My Hair Back and Forth. Well, recently she shaved all her hair off, and it looks really cool. But, predictably, some people got themselves all righteously angry about it. Let's take a look at some of the comments on a Daily Mail article about Willow's new haircut. Esme from Kent wants us to know that she is a train wreck waiting to happen. Too much too young. Thanks for that, Esme from Kent. Land's Residence wants to know, and where were her parents? Land's Residence, that's not even a name, so Sharon from Longfield, hi Sharon, says, I'm all for allowing kids to grow up, but this shows a terribly lax attitude to parenting. Thanks for taking the time to write in, Sharon. Lee from London says that once a friend of mine came to school with a shaven head. Needless to say, she had a very irresponsible mother. We guessed, Lee. Thank you. Yeah. There were also some really badass comments on the site too, which is heartening. I will put a link to the article in the description bar down below. Clearly, this criticism is coming from some very sexist places. Willow faces a lot of online vitriol for failing to conform to the gender stereotype of little girls having lovely long feminine hair. And these douchebags seem to think that letting a child do what they want with their hair is lax, irresponsible, and bad parenting. You're probably thinking, where is she going with this? She's not really talking about fatherhood. She's talking about a girl cutting her hair off. Well, I'm going to get to the point now. Do you know what Will Smith had to say in response to those douchebags? I'm going to show you. Yes, Will Smith. Righteous fist pump, okay? Will Smith is an amazing father precisely for this reason. He understands that Willow, as a girl, needs to be taught that her body is her own and that she can do what she likes with it. Nobody has a right to a woman's body but herself, and I think too often we do things with our bodies and with our appearances which are just to please other people. Will Smith is teaching his daughter the valuable lesson that nobody gets to tell you what to do with your body. Ever. The end. And that, in my opinion, demonstrates some fantastic parenting. Will Smith is really aware of gender roles and gender stereotypes, and he isn't pushing his daughter into these roles. He's letting her do what the hell she wants, which I think is a really enlightened attitude to take. Fathers really do get pissed on in our society. As Holly rightly pointed out in her video, we tend to see two types of fathers in ads: the overprotective, controlling patriarch, or the bumbling and inept father. One of these stereotypes is a really dangerous thing, and one of them is insulting. The overprotective patriarch is something that no father should aspire to. Nothing makes my stomach churn more than fathers who think they run the household and what they say goes, purely on the virtue that they are a man. You don't have a right to ban your daughter from wearing certain clothes. You don't get to ban her boyfriends or girlfriends or partners from the home. And you don't, in short, get to control her life. You know why? Because women aren't possessions, and because you do not own your daughter. And the bumbling, inept dad, I mean, seriously, fuck off. I am sure there are some fathers, and indeed, I know there are some fathers, who are so little involved in childcare that when asked to do the smallest thing, they freak out or have a stroke. I also know that there are many, many incredible fathers out there. Fathers who love their children with all their hearts and genuinely want the best for them. Fathers who cook and don't hilariously burn all the food. Fathers who can change nappies without puking. Fathers who talk and play with their children and generally do all they can to smash the harmful stereotype of men being bad at childcare. Childcare isn't genetic, guys, okay? Women aren't magically good at it and men aren't magically shit at it. And there are so many men out there who are incredible fathers, who show affection for their children and for their partners, verbalize emotions, talk to their children as equals, and love and accept them for who they are. There is so much more that I could talk about, like how as a society we really devalue fathers and often portray them or expect them to be breadwinners who aren't emotionally involved. I could talk about absent fathers and child support and why you should pay that shit. But my thoughts about this are really kind of jumbled. And I just wanted to show you an example, I think, of a good father and celebrate dads who are amazing. So this Father's Day, hats off to good fathers. Hats off to fathers who love their children, smash gender stereotypes, and raise their children to do exactly the same. Good on you guys.